This is the lesson for Tuesday, November 3rd, Rich Language in Main Ideas. Our content objective today is I can understand the value of rich language and varied sentence structure and apply both to main idea reasons, TEKS 4.11 AB. The language objective. When I write, I'll use lots of different sentence patterns, sentence lengths, and connecting words that combine phrases, clauses, and sentences. So you will go and open your Google Drive in your Rapid ID, click on the Load in a New Tab button, and we will continue with the Google slide from yesterday, so we will go to slide 5, 6, and 7. You will complete the assignment and then you will click submit to turn in your work. Okay, so you're going to click here and that's going to take you to our Google slide from that we started with yesterday, which was writing structure and organization. And this whole week we will be working on this content objective. I can plan, write, and revise a draft of an opinion paragraph using the opinion pillar. The language objective. I can use graphic organizers to plan my writing. I can write using detailed and effective sentences. Just as a reminder, yesterday we the topic that we had was summer hazards. We came up with a list of everything we know about summer hazards, and then we made blurbs for sorting those summer hazards, and we came up with 3 blurbs, which we listed here as the main ideas. Main idea 1, natural disaster. Main idea 2, activities. Main idea 3, pests. Then you used one of these blurbs to write a complete sentence about your main idea using this sentence starters. In slide number 3, you had to write about the topic of your best friend and why your best friend is special to you. You came up with 3 blurbs, or 2 more. We had the first one already done, place fair. And then you had to use the sentence starters to use your blurbs and complete a main idea sentence. If you have not finished this, stop this video right now and go ahead and finish page 3. After you finish page 3, click submit and then continue with today's lesson. So now we're going to go to number 4, page 4. Oh, page 4 was you were going to do on your own visiting a museum, but what I mentioned to you was instead of writing about visiting a museum, you could use the same process of coming up with main idea blurbs and then using sentence starters to come up with, create sentences for your main idea blurbs. And you could use the topic of yesterday's writing, which was writing about your favorite person or star. So your favorite famous person. And you're going to come up with all the reasons why that person is your favorite famous person. Then you're going to list them in main idea blurbs. And then you're going to create 3 sentences, the first 4. But the first sentence is just telling me who's your favorite person. And then 3 more sentences giving me reasons why. And so you would write that in the assignment by clicking submit assignment. And then you would choose to use the text box, or if you write in your notebook, then you click on the 3 little dots. When you click submit assignment in the text entry, click on the 3 little dots, click on the insert image, and you would add a picture of your notebook there. Okay. Today we are working on slides 5, 6, and 7. And so look at this first these first main ideas. The topic is waterfalls. The main idea 1, first, I will tell you about how waterfalls are formed. Main idea 2. Next, I will tell you about the different types of waterfalls. Main idea 3. Finally, I will tell you about how waterfalls can generate energy. What do you notice about these 3 main ideas? If you noticed that the author of these main ideas used the transition words first, next, finally, yes, you are correct. They use transition words of order, chronological order, but it's kind of boring. I will tell you about, I will tell you about, I will tell you about. Okay, that is boring. We want to make our sentences interesting and detailed. So now let's look at this different, the main idea 1. Again, the topic is still waterfalls. But the main idea 1, have you ever wondered how waterfalls are formed? Main idea 2, which is the same as this one, but a lot more interesting. Main idea 2, do you realize that some waterfalls plunge to earth with a roar while others cascade gracefully over tiers of rocks or rock? So the author is using question marks to bring the reader in to want to continue reading. The main idea 2 is different types of waterfalls, but the author described the waterfalls. They used action words, plunge, roar, cascade gracefully. So you want to use action words that bring your sentence alive. And you could ask questions to start each main idea sentence. Then the one about the waterfalls can generate energy, main idea number 3 says, surprisingly, for more than 2,000 years, the power of waterfalls has been harnessed to create clean, green energy. Harness means that it has been contained, it has been used to create energy. Again, they used good verbs, harnessed, and then they also used the transition word surprisingly. So that's what we're going to be working on today. Instead of making boring main idea sentences, we're going to make interesting and elaborate main idea sentences. Slide number 6. Here are some ways that you can start main ideas. Have you ever wondered? Do you realize that? It is amazing to think about. Surprisingly, usually, by the way. Lastly, there are many reasons why, there are many ways in which, how can, there is no doubt that, why do, have you ever, when do, of course, for years, sometimes, you will find that, why are, in many ways, it is true that, is it true? It is true that. I would put, if it's a question mark, I would say, is it true that, or you can use it as a sentence, it is true that. Where can I agree that? I would rather just imagine how. Okay, slide number 7 has lots of different adjectives that you can use. These are adjectives. Instead of using interesting, big, dangerous, hot, cold, smart, fun, nice, beautiful, difficult, strange, pretty, great, exciting, scary, easy, small and special. Instead of using these words, I want you to use different words. So if you see that you have these words in your writing, see if you can choose one of these other words that is listed under it. Hot, blazing, burning, flaming, scalding, scorching. You are going to use these two pages, page 6 and page 7, with your writing about your favorite, your best friend. No, I'm sorry, your movie star. About your favorite of your movie star or famous person or favorite athlete or favorite singer. After you finish writing the 4 sentences, now we're going to revise and edit, and we are going to make it more interesting. So if you're talking about the person that you admire, the famous person, and you want to say that you think that they're nice, then use one of these other words. If you think that they are exciting, use one of these other words instead. Special, great, interesting. So go ahead and look at your writing for your favorite person, and also use these sentence starters to change how you write your words. So I want to see your first writing that you are going to submit on yesterday's assignment of your favorite famous person, and I want to see today the same writing, but I want you to change it. So you're going to rewrite it, and you're going to add these sentence stems, and you're going to cross out some of the words that you used, and you're going to add these words here. I went ahead and added slide number 8. So today we're going to also use slide number 8. And it says assignment for Tuesday, November 3rd, directions. You will use this slide to turn in your revised paragraph on your favorite famous person. You can use the text box to write your paragraph, or you can use the insert image tool to add a picture of your revised paragraph in your notebook. Use the sentence starters in slide 6, which we went over right here, to revise your sentences in your paragraph. Use the adjectives in slide number 7 to make your sentences more interesting. Then you will use this text box down here to write your paragraph or add an image of your paragraph.